Hello friends, today is a very important session as we are going in the pandemic era and we all are suffering. We have seen patients lying outside the hospital, relatives are in panic. It's a mass casualty in India which is going on. See, all of us has been suffering because of one of the vital nutrients, that is oxygen. We all have been gasping for air. Our oxygen levels have been deteriorated, you can say, because of pollution. Our own body has become toxic. We have never focused on one vital nutrient, that is oxygen. How many of you all believe that? That we never focus, which is freely available, oxygen. Now we think the importance of oxygen when all are waiting for the oxygen cylinders, we are waiting for the government to take actions because we never valued this one important nutrient, which is oxygen. So this session, I'll tell you how to increase your oxygen levels in the body. See, our body is 60 to 70% water, and of this water, 90% is oxygen. This oxygen is very, very crucial for functioning of our body. It is very crucial to remove the blocks in our body. It is crucial for energize your body. It is crucial to remove all your toxins. So what do you think like the main cause could be because of lack of oxygen? One is our poor fitness, our environment, our stress levels, all the toxins in the surrounding are creating these issues. So this session, I'll tell you 10 powerful strategies how you can improve your oxygen levels. We have a challenging time now, but I'm sure we'll able to overcome this challenging time, because if your body is strong, if your body is resilient, that is what is required. I'll tell you the 10 strategies that will help you increasing your oxygen levels. So first thing is, it is mentioned in the Sanskrit proverb that breath is life, and if you breathe properly, you can live a longer life. So first thing is improve your oxygen by means of a belly breathing, that is diaphragmatic breathing. Similarly, your lungs needs to be pumped in daily basis. You have to build your lungs, and how you'll do it by means of a simple technique which I'll tell you now, by belly breathing. What you can do is put one hand on the chest, one over the abdomen like this. Okay, just focus what I'm doing and just take a deep breath. See that your belly comes out. Okay, you have to see that the belly comes out. You have to hold your breath at the count of 1, 2, 3, 4 and release it. When you release it, your hand has to go, the tummy hand has to go inside. So you have to, your chest and abdomen has to increase. Hold it for 4 seconds and release it. This you have to do. This is the belly breathing. This what will happen is you're just using your diaphragm in an efficient way to increase your oxygen levels in the lung, because you're deeply breathing. See, a normal respiratory rate is 12 to 15 around. But when you deeply breathe, you decrease the respiratory rate. At one time, the oxygen intake is just 500 ml. Just imagine when you do a deep breathing, you're 10 times increasing the oxygen concentration in the lung. So just take a deep breath, hold it and release it with a count of 4 seconds or something. Okay, just take a deep breath and just release it. You have to do this 5 minutes, 3 times a day. And just see after the month time, you'll see your saturation level at a very, very high level. Second is Bhramari Pranayama, this is like a humming bee. What you have to do is just put your index finger in the ears and you have to take a deep breath and make a sound like this. You have to just make a sound like this, like a humming bird. Now what will happen is you're increasing your capacity of your lungs, you're increasing your oxygen concentration, the oxygen supply to each and every cells will be increased, the lung will be more saturated, your immunity will increase, it will help in overall functioning of your whole body. just by focusing on your breath. Be mindful of your breath, nothing else. You will see the changes in 1 month time. Do this pranayam, these two pranayams, which will be very helpful. Second thing is you have to stay hydrated. Hydrated means you have to take an adequate quantity of water. Inner lungs, there are also called cilia. Okay, there are some hair-like projection in the lining of the lungs, and they help in sweeping movements like this. Now, the cilia to work properly, you need to have a adequate hydration. You need to take an adequate quantity of water on a daily basis. Now, this is a summertime, you will definitely be dehydrated. Try to consume 2.5 to 3 liters of water. This will help you in the movement of cilia. When the cilia is active in the lung, what will happen is, whatever the dust or microbes comes, it will sweep off. It is a sweeping movement which happens in the lung continuously. So just imagine if the cells are like this, you don't have water, this will not function properly. And secondly is when the mucus, the cells of the lungs, the goblet cells secrete mucus, and that is which is required for the driving out the bacteria and foreign particles away. So this mucus needs to be thinned out, and that is only possible by drinking adequate quantity of water. So try consuming 2.5 to 3 liters of water. Secondly, water contains 2H2 and 1O. So if you drink water, the oxygen supply indirectly will increase, because more water intake, more oxygen supply to your body. This is a simple calculation. Third thing is you have to move yourself. Every 40 minutes, get up, move. Just 5 minutes, move, come back. If you're in front of a computer or anything, if you're at home, just keep moving. Or in the morning time, go for a walk for 30 minutes. Because when you walk, your oxygen levels to the whole body is increasing. So movement is medicine. Keep moving. Don't be idle. Because if you sit at one place, your immunity levels will decrease. It has been proven like that. So see that you keep moving. In the morning time, you can do some yogic exercise. You can walk, you can do cycling, you can do anything is possible which will increase your movements. Try doing this. Will be increasing your oxygenation level. Now, fourth thing is you have to consume your chlorophyll-rich foods. Anything which is green in color will increase your oxygen levels. It contains chlorophyll. If it's spinach, it is green apple, avocado, anything which is green color. So beetroot has a special component that enzymes which will increase the nitric oxide. So consume beetroot, it will increase your blood circulation, and that will also help in increasing oxygen levels in the body. So now, next thing is you have to have a body which pH levels is alkaline. Normal pH of a body is 7. If you reduce it, it becomes acidic. If it is more, it is alkaline. We don't have to reduce it. What happens is when you reduce your body pH that is less than 7, what happens is oxygen delivery in the body is hampered. So acidic body will decrease your oxygen levels. So you have to consume green fruits, which will increase the green fruits, any fruits or vegetables that will increase your pH to alkaline nature. And when your body is in alkaline nature, there will be 20 times more oxygen delivery to your body. And what are the things which create your body in the acidic pH? I'll let you know. All your fast foods, all your packet foods, all your sugary items, all your meat, pork, sweets, they contain a lot of sugar items, cold drinks, sodas, all these beverages, packet bottles, whatever, they contain too much of sugar that will decrease your immunity. So these foods will increase your acidic pH. So instead of that, just replace with the natural foods which will increase your body alkaline level and pH level. And that will help you in proper delivery of oxygen. The lymphatic system is a thin channels in our body which helps in removing toxins from the body. And if the lymphatics are not properly functioning, you will have a toxic body. Before having bath, take oil, coconut oil, any oil, and just massage over the whole body. This will increase your oxygen level to the whole body, because after the microbiome, skin is the largest surface area of our body. And this will help you in keeping the lymphatic system in proper shape. When you scrub, secondly, you have to scrub your body. You can take a cotton cloth and just scrub it. That is also you can do it. That will help you in increasing your channels, pores which are there in the skin, which will open up, and it will help you in removing all the toxins from the body. See, if your toxins are not removed from the body, it will block your system, internal system, and then the oxygen delivery to the tissues will not help. So you require good delivery of oxygen. You require washout of also toxins. So how you'll wash out is massaging. Do daily massage. That will help you in removing your toxin. It will increase your oxygen level continuously in the body. Very, very important. Then next point is one of the very crucial spice I want to tell. It's elaichi. Elaichi is one of the spice that is called cardamom, which is very beneficial to our lung health. It contains a component called the cineole, and it reduces the lung mucus formation. It is anti-inflammatory and it contains also antioxidants. So it is a powerful spice, cardamom. Elaichi in a routine basis, you can use in a food. Anyway, we're using it in the means of a tea, you can have it. Or you can just have one or two small elaichi and keep it in the mouth. That's enough. It will help you in proper functioning of your lung. There are other spices also. Turmeric is also important. Turmeric we also use. The turmeric has a curcumin component, and that curcumin will also increase your oxygen levels in the lungs and your total body. So these spices you have to keep in mind, you have to consume on a regular basis. The 9th point, you have to soak in sun. Now, there is one vitamin D which is very, very crucial vitamin, and it has receptors in each and every part of a cell. Now, most of us are deficient in vitamin D, and vitamin D functioning is very, very important for immunity building and also for the lungs. Because each and every cell contains vitamin D receptors, and if the vitamin D levels are low, your immunity is less, also your lung functioning is also less. So see that you check your vitamin D levels. In the morning, you can just soak in sun, just 10 minutes soak yourself in the sun, and that will energize you, that will increase your vitamin D levels, that will help you in increasing your oxygen concentration in the whole body. This is natural things we can do, nothing much here. This is not going, you need not pay for anyone for this. Then check your iron levels, because sometimes anemia, oxygen is delivered by means of a hemoglobin. And if you have low iron levels, there are chances that is called anemia. The oxygen delivery will be delayed. Most of the women have anemia. So check your HB levels, how much it is. You need to pump your HB levels. You have to consume hemoglobin-rich foods or iron-rich foods, which will help, very, very helpful. Yeah, correct. B12 is also very important to build your immunity and oxygen supply. Because a lot of vegetarians have a problem with the B12 level. So either you have to take some medications or tablets or injection to build your vitamin D level, B12 level. Non-vegetarians have a probably good source of vitamin B12 levels. So, but overall, you need to check your vitamin B12 level. Anemia is one of the very crucial things which decreases the oxygen concentration. Check your hemoglobin levels, because the delivery of oxygen happens only by means of your hemoglobin. It doesn't happen. The oxygen cannot go. 98% of the oxygen is supplied by means of it. It requires carrier to go to somewhere, and that is hemoglobin. So you have to consume hemoglobin-rich food or iron-rich foods, whatever is required to pump yourself. All these things, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, all these are rich in iron-rich foods. And the last thing I want to say is, we are living in a closed environment. So the moment you get up in the morning, see that all your windows are open. Allow fresh air to come inside. That is what is required. The fresh air, let it flow inside. Keep your surrounding green a bit, because that is will give you more oxygen, because trees will absorb the carbon dioxide and give you more oxygen. Okay, so this is first thing is belly breathing, first one. Second is stay hydrated. Third thing is keep moving. Fourth thing is you have to consume chlorophyll rich foods. Fifth thing is maintain an alkaline pH. Check your iron levels. Oxygenation by means of massage and body scrubbing. Consuming cardamom, soak in sun, and proper ventilation. These are the 10 things you can do. So this is very, very simple. I've told you. You can follow this, and this will be helpful, not now, in long run also. It is just not that we have suffering with COVID or because of that. It has been said if you have a good oxygen supply, it will help you in eliminating your cancer also. Because what is required is good supply of oxygen in each and every cell part of our body. And if you have a good oxygen supply, your cells will be energized and will remove the toxin. So it is not that we have to focus only on the COVID, that only on the oxygenation at present moment. It is a lifelong thing you have to do. Just simple things. Focus on your breath. Okay, just focus on your breath. That is one of the crucial things at the present moment. Increase your lung capacity. That is important. Increase your lung capacity. Try to exercise this, because lung, you have to use it. We are not using our lung to adequate quantity now. We have to use it because it is like a muscle. You have to use it. You have to breathe consciously, and that will help you in long run. So I hope this session was very useful for you. And let me know in the comment box what you feel about this session. And definitely you have any other questions or any other live session you want me to go, let me know in the comment box also. And also please share this video, which is very thing. I have told you very simple things. I have not told you any complicated thing that can be done on a regular basis. Please share this video with your friends. And thanks for joining me. Thanks for your valuable time. I appreciate it very much. Thanks, and God bless you, and take care of yourself. And see that you maintain adequate social distances, wearing masks. That is also very important. Get yourself vaccinated also. So these are also things you have to support, and support your medical fraternity, support your government. That is also required, because everybody is stressed out. We need to have a optimistic mindset now and a positive approach, and then only we'll able to eradicate this pandemic. And I think that Indians and all over the world, we are capable of doing that. Okay, and I fully believe that, and God is with all of us. Thank you very much for joining today. Thank you very much.